Peyton Manning had a horrible game this last Sunday against the Atlanta Falcons when he threw 3 picks for only the second time in his entire career. Now this, last Sunday, will mark the official turning point of Peyton Manning's career and John Elway's career. If you don't believe me, take a look at what Jerry Rice says right here.
So their second possession, Manning is going to throw the ball over the middle here, Jerry. It's picked off by Thomas Deku.
Yeah, the ball is just floating and giving a defensive back an opportunity to make the interception.
And it would be 10-0 Falcons at that point. Actually could have been worse. Next possession, Robert McClain with honors this time.
It's the same thing. The ball is just floating. He's not putting any top spin on that ball. He needs to put some more velocity on it.
Not to the second quarter now. The Broncos and Manning trying to get something going, and here at the end of the half, Jerry, they do.
Yeah, a nice throw to Thomas. He was able to get his feet down.
Look at this, though.
I know that ball is wobbly a little bit, but it still got to
there,
the receiver.
And that's all that mattered. It got to the receiver, and yeah, the right color jersey, right? 24-30 overall. Not a good game for Peyton and the Broncos. How would you assess his performance?
Not very good, not up to his standards. But the thing about him is that he still got his team and gave them a chance to win that football game. This guy, you know, he's awesome on the football field. I just did not see the velocity in his throws, and the ball was just hanging up where it gave defenders an opportunity to break on the ball and make the interception.
Okay, as you can see that Jerry Rice has got 2 concerns. Basically, number one, that his arm velocity is, he's not throwing the passes with the velocity that he once had. Number 2, look at those wobbly passes that you've seen in the replay. Now, don't get me wrong here. This is not the end of Elway's career right now, and it's not the end of Peyton Manning's career, but it is a turning point, and things are going to get worse from here on out. See, the problem isn't with this one game. I know Peyton Manning is going to make adjustments. I believe that Peyton Manning is actually going to win his division. I do believe that. And I believe that the Broncos are going to be hitting a winning streak pretty soon. And people are going to forget about what I'm saying in this video. My video isn't basically saying that Peyton Manning is gone and he's done after one game. What I'm saying is you're starting to see some concerns here on his ability, on his physical abilities, and that's what I'm saying. Peyton Manning will make adjustments, but what came naturally to him before isn't going to be quite as natural here and today. And the big problem with the Denver Broncos is this. They spent all their money on Peyton Manning and they locked him up for 5 years, but in the off season, when they have to deal with the same problems they had last year, which was their defense, they're not going to have the money to go out and acquire the defensive talent that they're going to need to become an elite team. If you look at last year, their last 5 games, 3 out of the last 5 games, they got torched for over 40 points. And I know they made some improvements in the offseason, but I don't believe it's going to be enough. I believe that after the season, with Peyton Manning at wherever he's at, 80%, 90% Peyton Manning, that's not going to be enough with the defense they had. Now, had Peyton Manning had signed with the 49ers and they had that great defense, well, you keep giving Peyton Manning enough tries at where he's at right now, Peyton Manning is still a very good quarterback, and he's going to get you. But with the Denver Bronco defense, no. And the problem, as I said before, Broncos won't have enough salary cap to get all the players that they're going to need in the off season. And so looking ahead for the Broncos, as Peyton Manning is going to get older, not younger, it's going to become more and more prevalent. And if Peyton Manning can make his physicals in the last 3 years, he stays on the payroll. And the Denver Broncos will continue to be stuck with him no matter how much age gets to him and affects his performance. So my advice to the Denver Bronco fans is this, really. Don't worry about it for now. because Peyton Manning is going to go on a win streak. I predict that. Enjoy it, but just be realistic about it and understand that there ain't no Super Bowl for the Broncos for the next 5 years as long as Peyton Manning's in this huge contract. You guys don't have the salary cap to sign a bunch of players that you guys are going to be needing to become an elite team. You know, I hate to say that, but it is what it is.